I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you.
What's up, everybody? I'm Fu.
Everyone, and we're Unplugged, Free Your Mind, a show where we discuss and share our perspectives on an array of topics and world news from an unfiltered, unbiased, and unplugged point of view.
Oh, I guess you must not be all the way set up if you ain't got your camera on.
Oh, I'm coming. I had to put my mask on.
Oh man, it is going to be a funny show.
Hold on.
Damn, kid. You see what Kid Gravity just said?
Oh man, I forgot all about that tonight.
I ain't know nothing about it. Damn, my man, yo, kid. If I'd have known anything about it, we would have pushed the show to next week. No beer, but we running late. We got to rock out now. Before we start the show, I gotta let everybody know my knee hurts. Like, this ain't good. My knee never. Sometimes it get like this, but then it'll go away after like a few minutes. This shit hurts. And mind you, Jermaine, I told you I was gonna be late because I saw my phone. I said, let me go run and do this real quick. And I'm dying right now. I'm dying right now. This is killing me. But I want to let all y'all know. I played in my last tournament here in Georgia before I head up to Jersey. And I hate to say that I played like dinosaur shit. And I played 2 days before that, and it was kind of the same thing. So whatever I got going on, it's what it is. But that's how golf is. You have ebbs and flows. You got ups and downs or whatever. I'm supposed to see somebody on Tuesday, and I'm gonna see how this goes. So hopefully he can point me in the right direction, and I'll be all good. But I found out that I play in one more tournament, which is what I'm going to do in New Jersey, and I automatically qualify for the national championship. That's going to be in Oregon, August 28th through the 31st. So the plan is get my shit together for August, and then I'll be all right.
Man, you better get with Shaq and get some icy hot for that damn knee.
Bruh, I'm waiting right now to get the heating pad, because once I get the heating pad, I'm gonna see what's up. Because something, my man, I can show y'all.
I think
my knee hurts right here, which I don't understand. I'm touching it. It hurts right here. This is weird. Mind you, if y'all can't see, I had ACL surgery. This is fine. I ain't worried about this. It's the side of my knee that's hurting. And it's crazy, but you know, it is what it is. If y'all saw the topic, I'm getting ready to share this everywhere. I'm getting ready to send it. I'm getting ready to send the link to a bunch of people that's on Instagram that I'm cool with. If y'all saw the title, y'all know what's up. Let me check the messenger real quick, because we're gonna touch on everything, but
well, while you doing that, let me go ahead and cue this video up.
I was looking for the one from Australia. You got it already?
Australia. What about Australia?
If you didn't watch the one I sent you, I gotta find it, yo.
I'll play this one for the people until you get it.
COVID turned our lives upside down, but after 3 years, 3 months, and 5 days, the global health emergency is finally officially over.
This is a moment for celebration. At another level, this is a moment for reflection. COVID-19 has left and continues to leave deep scars on our world.
It's a hugely symbolic moment. The pandemic overwhelmed hospitals, turned cities into ghost towns, and challenged so much of what we thought we knew about society. But the virus is no longer the threat it was. No country has been spared by the virus, whose in dark colours have been affected. According to the World Health Organization, there have been more than 765 million confirmed cases of COVID. Almost 7 million people are known to have died, though it's likely the real total is closer to 20 million. So why call an end to the pandemic emergency now? Well, it is partly the virus. The original Wuhan strain and the virulent Alpha and Delta variants caused most of the mortality. Since the Omicron family took over in January last year, deaths have declined. The version of the virus we see now is highly infectious, but less likely to cause severe disease. And of course, there is the vaccine, with more than 13 billion doses given up to the end of April. Khalid is on his 5th dose, convinced the virus is still a threat.
I don't think the pandemic's gone, personally. Just to be safe than sorry. Our health problems. Yeah, just to be safe than sorry.
The WHO warns nations must not drop their guard. COVID still claims a life every 3 minutes, and the shape-shifting virus could yet return in a new, more deadly guise. Thomas Moore, Sky News.
My man got his 5th.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A damn fool.
Oh boy, that shit has done a number on us. You put my mask back on, shit.
I still can't. I mean, I'm about to say you should have kind of put that shit going this way.
Now I'm gonna do like.
Yeah, you know that makes it even more effective, right there. It's like you doing that shit for what?
Crazy times, folks.
I am doing my best to send this out to as many people as I can. Oh, and anybody that's watching, if y'all want to come on and speak your piece, you're more than welcome. Just let us know. We'll send you the link because we do want to hear from other people. Go ahead and queue up the video I sent you.
Yeah.
On your messenger.
Oh Lord.
Get sick or you die from the vaccine, that it's your fault because it was your choice and your health choices are up to you.
Australia already has vaccine indemnity agreements in place, so no doctor need worry.
And when it comes to informed consent and getting consent to whatever treatment or procedure you may have or I may have, then I'm ultimately responsible for what people do in their health treatment to me. And there has been the opportunity for people to visit their GP, to have that consultation. The government has provided that and funded that. And the informed consent process provides the decision to the individual. That's the sort of country we live in. People make their own decisions about their own health and their own bodies.
After not letting us leave our house, after blackmailing us, not letting us in shops, not letting us in fucking Kmart, after not letting you work, telling you if you don't get vaccinated, you lose your job, you're homeless. Now it's your fault. Now, when they know they're fucking killing you and making you sick, they turn around 2 years later and say it was all your choice and it's your fault. Stupid you. What about these peasants? The government is...
Now, this is we know that this topic, people want to let it go. We're not going to let it go because certain things have happened, like that last video showing you that you were lied to. Period. Point blank. Period. End of story. And I know for a fact, I know this for a fact that people are still out here wearing their masks. Here is my question for everybody that is wearing them. I want to make a statement and ask a couple questions. First and foremost, why were you wearing one in the first place? You were wearing it in the first place because you was listening to what the news was saying, and you was listening to the CDC. So if you were wearing it, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna stress this, if you were wearing it because you trusted in the science when it was actually the TV and the CDC, when the CDC said it doesn't do anything, it doesn't stop anything, you don't need to wear it, why are you still wearing it? Because you can't have one or the other. It's either you trust them and you believe them, or you don't trust them and you don't believe them. So if you're still wearing a mask, you're wearing it for what reason? I thought you trusted these people that was telling you to put it on when they told you not to wear it. Which one is it? So I would love for somebody to, and the statement that I wanted to make was, I'm 46 years old. At any given moment, I may get sick. Now, thankfully, when I get sick, it don't last long, but I may get sick. In my 46 years of living, I ain't never had an elder tell me, you know, you need to put a mask on your face so you won't get sick. Because that's bullshit. We all know it's bullshit. Because even though you wearing that mask, your monkey ass still got sick. Stop it. Everybody does, because everybody has, because it doesn't stop anything. The only thing that can stop you from getting sick is you. Literally, this, whatever you got going on here is your protection. So unless you walking around in a damn, what they call them, hazmat bubbles or whatever the fuck them shits is, unless you walk around in one of those, it's impossible, because guess what? You're open for germs. That's the whole reason we have a body. That's the reason why we have an immune system. That's the reason why we have good bacteria in our system too, to help us not get sick. But most of y'all want to listen to whoever telling you whatever, and you believe whatever. What gets me is y'all the same people that didn't listen to your damn parents growing up, but you listen to these motherfuckers tell you about your health. That don't make no fucking sense. Not to me. That's not logical to me. Once again, which one is it? You can't have it cake and eat it too.
Yeah, I think what we witnessed, MK Ultra live in effect, a mass hypnosis. Because now, and I think we spoke on this off the air a couple days ago, or maybe last week sometime. Now you don't even have to tell them to wear a mask. Now it's like it's pre-programmed in their head. Now it's already downloaded that, oh, the flu coming out, or it's a new strand of the flu, or whatever the case may be. Let me just put a mask on. And they've already told you in the beginning. Fauci came out of his mouth and said masks don't work. And then they changed and said, yeah, masks do work, but it ended up that they lied. So they've been lying since the inception of this whole thing. But it's like I said, it's been mass hypnosis. People just walking around like the Walking Dead, like zombies. Like you ain't.
I'm gonna say this, but I mean nobody will really know where I was at. But I sent Jermaine a picture yesterday. Here's my thing, everybody. I know. Let me throw out I'm gonna throw out a scenario, and you tell me if this makes sense. You go to an event where there's going to be like a band, but a big band of people playing instruments, right? And you're watching them play. You're cheering them on. The auditorium is packed with people. And then you look up, one of the people that was playing an instrument, mind you, whatever that thing is that go like this, they was playing this instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I look up and they had a mask on their face? I was like, what the fuck? So you playing an instrument, you had to take it off. You're around all these people. And as soon as you're done, you put the mask for what? For what reason? if people was playing instruments, shit was flying everywhere the whole time you was playing.
Right.
What the fuck? And what makes it disheartening for me is when I see kids with that shit on their face. Because if the kids have it on their face, they have it on their face because their parents are telling them to. And they've gotten so accustomed to it. You ain't get accustomed to building up your immune system. You ain't get accustomed to a lot of shit. But you get accustomed to covering up your damn face. That doesn't make any sense. And I don't know about everybody else, but death is always going to be here. People been getting sick since the beginning of time. People been dying since the beginning of time. It's not going to change. But I said from the beginning, after people start getting this, that death wasn't going to come in threes no more. It was going to come in 13s, 23s, and 33s. And I can tell you right now that I have someone, and I want to keep it kind of discreet. Let's just say I have somebody who's close to me who is locked up right now. And they have a stent, and they end up getting 3 stents. Mind you, they are 7 years younger than me. Might even be a little more than that, younger than me. And have been having shortness of breath, heart palpitations, and shit like that, which are pretty much the side effects of that. Then I look on Facebook and I see that somebody who I played Little League Baseball with lived next door to me. We are the same age. Died in his cell from a heart attack and blood clots. Because if y'all didn't know this, they forced all inmates to get that shit in their arm. Mm-hmm. And when I asked and found out how he died, and they said that, it pissed me the fuck off. Because I don't care if you locked up or not. That's a wrongful death right there. That's a wrongful death suit. Because remember, you can't sue the pharmaceutical companies, but you can go after the motherfuckers who administer that shit. Fuck that. And you start talking about the jail system, they got the money. I'm gonna find out if he got kids or whatever. If he does, I'm like, yo, y'all need to go after this. Y'all need to fight for this because you ain't got shit to lose. If it don't happen, fuck it. But if it do, your ass gonna get fucking paid because that's what it's about.
Yo, I'm gonna play a little bit of this because it's about 6 minutes and 25 seconds long. I don't want to play the whole thing, but this is one of the nurses that founded the Frontline Nurses Foundation or some shit like that. But I'll let her explain it. But man, this is kind of hard to listen to.
Although I'm not a doctor, I'm just a nurse. But what we saw on these front lines, we knew what was happening. And when we asked for the ibuprofen, they said, no, it was contraindicated. When we asked, like, why aren't we giving them steroids? Oh, well, it's not. We're just following orders. Following orders has led to the sheer number of deaths that has occurred in these hospitals. I didn't see a single patient died of COVID. I've seen a substantial number of patients die of negligence and medical malfeasance. When I was on the front lines of New York, I'm unfortunately known globally viral as the nurse that was in the break room sobbing, saying that they were murdering my patients. The pharmaceutical companies had gone into those hospitals and decided to practice, I guess you can say, on the minorities, on the disadvantaged, on the marginalized populations that we know that we had no advocates for, because the very agencies that should have been protecting them were closed because we were sheltering in place. Now, while I was there and I saw that the pharmaceutical companies were rolling out remdesivir onto the patients, I tried to get a hold of the IRBs. I tried to get a hold of my appropriate chain of command. I tried CMS. I tried Department of Health. And they rolled out remdesivir onto a substantial number of patients for which we all saw it was killing the patients. And now it's the FDA-approved drug that is continuing to kill patients in the United States. As nurses, we've collected a statistical or descriptive amount of information that you may not get from the doctors, because for more they do quantitative data, we do qualitative data with a humanistic, phenomenological approach in nursing research. And so we've collected the data from all of these patients across the country from which we have been helping patients, because I formed the organization American Frontline Nurses and the Advocacy Network, so nurses could advocate for these patients. And all of this data pool shows that as these patients get remdesivir, they have a less than 25% chance of survival if they get more than 2 doses. Now they're rolling it out on children as well, and into the nursing homes or skilled nursing facilities as early intervention, when, as Dr. Pierre Corey and Dr. Merrick have already demonstrated, that there are cost-effective medications out there, and we are going to see the amplification of death across our country. And we haven't even touched on the vaccines, for which all of our expert panels have already very well described that situation. So I won't touch on that, since many of them are by far superior to me than even I could ever hope to be. But I can tell you that 2 days ago, I flew out my first 10-year-old with a heart attack, and I had to fight the doctor in the ER because he's like, 10-year-olds don't have heart attacks. And I argued back and forth for 30 minutes to force his hand to get an EKG, to find out that he had almost a complete STEMI, which is ST elevated myocardial infarction, for which you could see it lit up on the 12-lead EKG. And he's like, well, that's not possible. And I'm like, well, he was just vaccinated yesterday. It is very much possible. At any given time, people are getting a hold of me and the nurse advocates at American Frontline Nurses to help advocate, because as you've seen, there is victim shaming that it's anxiety. Oh, it's this. But in actuality, if they put down that it was a vaccine injury, the physician, the corporation, the hospital, the clinic, they actually won't get reimbursed. So it gets labeled as anxiety or neuropathy or Guillain-Barré syndrome, when in actuality, it's very realistically a vaccine.
I ain't gonna play the whole thing, but like we've been saying, and then it makes you wonder with the guy that we played earlier. Well, it's my 5th one. What?
And what y'all need to understand is, and this is also something that we've said from the beginning, don't sit there and say, well, I'm fine and my family's okay and shit like that. There is a reason that clinical trials are between 5 and 10 years, because you have to have time to see what happens to people so they can find that trend, that consistency of whatever the side effects are. So you may not have any side effects now, but eventually you will, because that's how our bodies are made up. Hell, look at me and Jermaine right now on the screen. We are built different. We have different, like what we have going on inside of us is different. But this is what frustrates me about our people. And it frustrates me to my fucking core. Why is it that our people are the ones that's quiet? You don't want to admit that you fucked up and you shouldn't have took that shit and you shouldn't have gave that shit to your child. You're not willing to admit that somebody who possibly died in your family recently probably died from that shit in their arm. You don't even give that shit a second thought. But our white brothers and sisters, they fighting this shit. They're the ones that's out there saying, nah, it was this, it was that. Why is it like that? Why are we so compassionate for the bullshit? Why is it that we're always the ones just accepting this bullshit? It's heart-wrenching, because we're the ones that was saying, don't take that shit. Don't do that shit. And I said it from the very beginning. One of the issues that we was going to have to deal with was mental fucking health. Because what happens when someone who got that shit start regretting that they got it? They go usually internalize that shit. Then when they get all fucked up, what if they had a family member or a friend that told them don't get it? Now the family member or friend is fucked up. The person who got it is mentally fucked up. The family friend don't want to say, I told you so. And the person who got the shit who's fucked up don't want to say, I should have listened. That type of pressure is not healthy. And it's fucking people up on all spectrum, in every type of spectrum possible. And with kids, you're not giving them a fucking chance. That lady just said a 10-year-old had a fucking heart attack. And the doctor don't want to accept it. he don't want to accept because he know if he accept that shit,
he lose money.
This shit is crazy because we so driven by money, and our money ain't worth a fucking the piece of paper it's printed on. But y'all chasing that shit. When if we get back to the way the shit's supposed to be, we will be good. Hell, I told y'all know I'm as transparent as possible. I don't even think I told you. Nigga, I broke out like a rash.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was all right here. I can see some of it on my leg. And wifey was like, you need to go to the doctor and get that shit checked out. I was like, I ain't got no money to be going to a motherfucking doctor. For them to give me some Medicare, I'm good. I'll wait it out. I do my best to eat as clean as I possibly can and let this shit play itself out. And as I look, it's definitely better. It's still not there yet, but I also understand that when you start doing shit naturally, it's going to take time.
Mm-hmm.
And my man's, I got to give a huge shout out to Chef Zoo. I've been looking for a parasite detox or something. He had a tea and he had a tincture. And I think I ordered that shit. It's Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
I think I ordered that shit yesterday. I got it in the mail today.
Damn.
And it said you got to take 3 to 7 drops with water. Took my first one earlier, and I'm gonna do this every day. See what's up, because I've never done a parasite cleanse. And in my mind, anybody who saw The Matrix, with what has been done, along with the fact of what we already go through on a day-to-day basis, I think about that scene with Neo in that car, and they pull that thing out his damn belly button, because that's what's happening right now. And to reiterate something for everybody out there, and I don't know, I gotta even see if you could find it. If you didn't watch the documentary Died Suddenly, oh my God, you need to check it out. If I still have access to send it out, I think they might have took it off. Let me know and I'll send it to you. You got to check that shit out. And it's so much information piling up. But what do? They put all this other bullshit out there so you could be focused on that. I don't even know what the new story is this week. I have no idea.
Yeah, was Trump. He had an accuser said that he assaulted her or some shit like that, but he didn't get charged. They just made him pay some money. But yeah, man. But to go back on what you were saying about our people, and not just our people. I mean, you got a lot of people who just received their downloads from the mainstream media. So the mainstream media did nothing but pump fear all throughout since the beginning. It was fear, and that's all people saw. So when people are scared and they don't know what to do, they cling to religion, they cling to the government, and that's what they did. So the government said, hey, you need to go out there and get the first one, and then you need to get the booster, and then you need to get the third one. And they were just like lining up. Prime example, RIP to my mom. Told her, nah, don't do that. She did that, and then all of a sudden she started popping up with all these random illnesses. It was like, what the fuck going on? It started with shingles, and then ended up she had the stroke, and then ended up when she was in the hospital, found out she had cancer. It was like, yo, where the fuck this come from? Like in a matter of 3 weeks, it was like, yo, what the hell? So it was like whatever was in that shit, and like you said, everybody's body different. So whatever was in that affect everybody's body differently. And I know several people whose parents have gotten that and ended up having a stroke or whatever, and end up getting cancer and all this kind of shit like that. So whatever was in there was meant to be to bring something out of you that was already there, lying dormant or whatever the case may be.
And
in my opinion, I ain't no damn doctor, but that's just what I think.
And just so y'all know, these motherfuckers, and I stress that, these motherfuckers, they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. This has been planned. They put this in play. They feed off of our emotions. If you live all right, I'm gonna finish my statement, but I gotta say this. Earlier today, I'm in the supermarket. If you eat pork, knock yourself out. I've stopped eating pork a very long time ago. How the hell you got a mask on your face and you got 2 slabs of pork that you just bought? Like, what the fuck, yo? Like, for real. Tell me how that makes sense. You already killing yourself. I'm not going to say that I'm perfect, but I know there's certain things I don't put in my body. So I'm saying this to say we have to do better because they put this shit out here like this for a reason. Everything is fucked up. Our water is fucked up. Our air is fucked up. The food is fucked up. And they keep telling you, fam, matter of fact,
hold on, before you finish, I have to tell everybody, it's gotten to the point now that every time this dude sends me something, it's like, damn, that's something else I can't eat. It's like, I don't even know what to eat now. It's like, shit. The vegetables that now, here, if you don't know, Apeel, APEEL, if you find that on any of your fruits, that's Bill Gates' company. Do not eat it. AP on a little sticker, you know, the sticker that goes on the fruits. Do not eat that shit. That is Bill Gates' company. APEEL. Apeel.
Fam, do me a favor. I gotta put this out there for people. Please play that video that I sent on your messenger.
Just now?
Mm-hmm. On topic, but off topic. More proof of how they killing us. But when you know better, you do better. So I'm wondering how many people gonna watch this and they still gonna buy this shit.
Oh, let me pause it.
This is gonna be interesting. And the crazy thing is, I saw 2 people buy this stuff today, but the way the time, I couldn't say anything because they was having a conversation with somebody. So I'm not gonna interrupt them or whatever.
Welcome back to Corner Store Conspiracies. Apparently, coffee made its what?
How this is healthy for you? Look.
That's not real. There's no way.
Whoa!
How is that legal? Okay, welcome back to Kitchen Items That Will Kill You. I'm your host. Not today, Nancy. Yeah, we're about to find out if this coffee mate will give you a death date. I swear they have this stuff in every job's break room ever. Like, you can find this stuff everywhere. Everyone uses this.
I don't drink coffee.
You shouldn't.
I'm
going to try the original and the French vanilla. This coffee's on fire. Boy, we're about to find out if this French vanilla is a killer, okay? Make sure you take safety precautions, okay? Get some water nearby. You never know if you're going to need it, okay? Just be prepared. Also, wear eyebrow protection because them things take way too long to grow back, all right? We're not trying to wait that long. Here we go. We're going French vanilla first, okay? 1, 2. Damn, that's a dang flamethrower 5000. Look at that thing. Boy, that thing's like Bowser's butt. Let's go. Oh, shit.
Oh,
now. I want everybody to pay attention to something.
What in the depths of hell was that? Are y'all?
I need everybody to pay attention to something. Everybody. So much information is out on the net. You got to question a lot of shit. You have to question it. You have to question it to be like, what the fuck? Damn, that can't be true. That can't be true. But you have somebody who did this shit in your fucking face and showed you, yo, this shit is fucking real. He watched it just like we watched it. Then he did the test himself. When you see shit like this, why do you still support the fucking company? Why? Why do you still buy that shit? And he's absolutely right. You usually see that at office space. That shit be every fucking where. Now, mind you, you're going to have the clown ass motherfucker. And yes, I said it. So if you listening, yes, I said it. Feel free to, I'll give you my number. You can call me, have a conversation. For the clown ass motherfucker that's going to say, we're going to die from something, you stupid as hell. That's one of the dumbest statements that you can make. Because in my personal opinion, you don't contribute to your death. We already have a deadline. We're going to die one day. I want my deadline to be as far out as possible. Personally, I'm going to do my best to make sure it's as far out as possible. and I'm going to give as much knowledge as I possibly can to help save somebody's life. What he just did, even though he's making jokes and shit, he's doing his best to show you, oh shit, this is true. There's no way that should be going in a human body. Period. To be honest with you, that's some shit you need to have in your house in case you need to start a fucking fire. Straight up and down. Because that's gonna help start a fire. But people will still consume that shit, which is crazy to me. I'm still fucked up. How are people still buying fucking McDonald's? Like, oh my God. You're still eating this shit and you giving it to your children? Once again, falls into place. The more you fuck yourself up, the more you're going to be fucked up with the plan that they have in fucking place. Period. And it's crazy that it's like that.
Can we play the rest?
You can because I'll play out.
We gotta see if this one does it too. We gotta see if it's both the coffee mates. Boy, you're about to have a damn devil play date if you drink coffee mate. That's crazy. Welcome back to Crackhead Chemistry. Here we go.
Snakes at crackhead.
Oh, we're lit. 1, 2.
That was worse than the other one.
No! What? That shouldn't happen. No! Look, here, check this out. Just pour this on the table. Just pour it on the table. Watch. Hold on, first of all, have you ever had that before?
Yes.
You had that?
Yeah.
You drink it?
Not all the time.
No, but you've had it in your coffee?
Yeah.
So it's been in your system?
Yeah.
Pooped it out? Check this out. Keep pouring. Pour it. Ready?
Oh my God, what are you doing?
What you mean? What he doing? What that shit doing?
Even the dog, like, oh shit.
What am I doing? That shouldn't do that.
I don't put the fire in my body.
No, but the substances, this shouldn't be flammable. You know what's not flammable? Lettuce.
Did you hear what she just said though?
Typical answer.
I don't put fire to try to justify it.
Yo, all right. Even with making that statement, and I'm throwing this on a whole nother spectrum. What about a motherfucker who drinking coffee and they smoking a cigarette? And they happen to pour that shit in there. Like, the fact you don't have a warning, that right there is negligence.
Man, and that made me want to pull up see what's the ingredients in that shit. Huh? Let me see.
Matter of fact,
what was that? Coffee Mate creamer?
Yep.
Just put ingredients. All right. Oh, that's that way everybody can see. I don't want to tell nobody nothing. I want you to see it for yourself. See if I can't make this a little bit bigger. Water, coconut oil, caseinate, a milk derivative, dipotassium phosphate. That shit sound flammable. Let me look up and see what that is. Dipotassium phosphate.
A bunch of fucking chemicals.
All right, hold on. Let me move this over here. Everybody can see. Can you see this?
Yeah, yep.
All right. It says hydrogen inorganic compound. Man, we need a goddamn chemistry major on here.
It's something we got. Yo, play the what's the name? Play the one that basically cuts me out with the salt.
Oh,
yeah, we got. I think that's about to fuck some people up, yo.
Yeah. Oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Don't shoot the messenger. And the person talking is a blast from the past. If you're around me and Jermaine's age, it's a straight blast from the past.
Oh, Is she?
You don't remember how she spelled BT?
Have you been hearing what I've been hearing about Himalayan pink salt? Reliable sources are saying some very disturbing things. Here I come to ruin your day. Please don't say it's another thing I'm going to have to throw out. It's another thing you're going to have to throw out. Now, it's cute because it's pink, but that's where the cute stops. Of the 80 minerals it contains, 65 are useless or harmful. And I don't mean harmful like, ow! I mean like the most harmful substances on the planet harmful. Mercury, arsenic, lead, thallium, uranium, radium, polonium, and their BFF, plutonium. Do you have any idea how much of this stuff I've been eating? I feed this to my child. Of course, go look it up for yourself. Everything is Googleable. You should always make a decision that works best for you and yours. As for me and mine, no, thank you. Oh, God, I just can't take anymore. I'm not eating anything ever. Okay, overreaction. This is a great alternative. Regular sea salt. I like kosher. Do your best.
Okay.
Have you been?
I'm gonna have to find that.
Once again, it's an instance where you have to do your own research, and we talk about real research. You got to dig deeper or whatever. But it's happening more and more and more. For us to walk away and not eat processed foods completely, to go cold turkey, is going to be tough. But it's the reason why things are so convenient for you to have right there at the drop of a hat. Because they know people are going to do it. But remember, comfort creates complacency. And with the way they got things going on, being this comfortable is going to fucking kill you. And they doing this shit on purpose because they know the new thing people are going to follow. Like, you know, people so quick to drink the shit. Why the hell are you drinking Red Bulls and Monster energy drinks? That shit is straight poison. And for anybody who really drinks that shit, go ahead.
I'm looking at mine. I don't see that stuff on here.
Oh no, you
maybe because I got the grinder one. Maybe it ain't. I don't know.
They not see. That's the whole thing. I think this is one of those instances with that. It's where they didn't put. They can't put that shit on the label. They put that shit on the label. That's gonna be the biggest lawsuit probably in American history.
Damn it.
Hell, they're doing this shit. They're doing this shit on purpose, yo. And we have to do better. But here's the thing. In order for us to do better, there's one action that has to happen with all of us. And it's with, I would say, 99% of us. We have to admit that we're fucking drug addicts. Period. We have to. If I'm not mistaken, the first part of knowing you have a problem is admitting it. You have to admit that you have a fucking drug problem. The fact that they put so much sugar in our food, which is more addictive than fucking cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they put salt in shit. All of this plays a factor. And when you throw in the chemical, all right, for everybody out there, and this is an old school question. Anybody who loved Welch's,
me too, Robin.
anybody who loved Welch's grapes fucking soda, does that shit taste like grapes? Nope. They made up some type of chemical to taste like something, and we was fucking that shit up. When you start looking at Coca-Cola and fucking Pepsi and all that shit, they got chemists in that motherfucker making up shit. They're fucking with your insides. They're triggering shit in your brain. So, matter of fact, oh my God. Jermaine, when I send you this shit, I pray I saved it. Oh my God. I think I saw that shit today. Please tell me that I saved this goddamn video. And it was a real, man. I'm pissed that I didn't save that video. I think it might have been one of those ones where I attempted to save it, but it didn't go through. I'm checking now to see if I got it somewhere else. I pray that I do. When I say powerful, it hit like a ton of bricks because the dude was 1,000,000% right. The guy pretty much he was talking to another brother, and the dude said something about how he's always on the move and he was hungry. And the guy said, were you hungry or were you craving something? Were you searching for your next hit because your body was reacting to something for you to search for that particular taste? And I was like, damn, he right. Because I don't know, you said you admitted to being a sugar addict or whatever. Thankfully I don't have cravings like that. My shit don't be bad like that. So I guess I'm one of the lucky ones. Yeah. It's just sometimes I may want something, but it's not necessary. Now when I say that, it ain't like go and grab some sugar, just some sweet shit. Yeah. I'm so mad I ain't say that goddamn video, yo. But I hope. Go ahead. To go back on to get back to the mass psychosis that for the last 2.5, 3 years that a lot of people have been on, and like we've been saying, it was a plan. It's all leading up to something. I always go back to one of my favorite movies, and one of my favorite movies is Shooter. And when Mark Wahlberg is talking to the guy in the wheelchair, and if you remember this movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. When he's talking to the guy in the wheelchair, the guy's telling him all this stuff or whatever. And he was telling them about that village that they slaughtered so they can get that pipeline to go through or whatever. And he said they did that so they wouldn't have to ask the next village shit. Same thing. They have it so now they don't even have to act. They're not gonna have to mandate y'all to do shit because y'all just gonna automate. Y'all ain't nobody gonna push back. Nobody gonna fight. They're just gonna go like this. Hey, y'all need to put y'all mask on, stay in the house, and lock up. Please, play the last video. I found it. You found it? Yep. Not play the last one, not the I mean, you can play both of them, but it's really I want you to play the last one. People need to hear this shit. Well, that sounds like some crickets. Yeah, I got the window open. So I had some air coming in. This motherfucker. Yeah, they're loud as hell.
The last time, bro, that you were like, I feel hungry, I'm not gonna eat. I'm gonna diet. I'm gonna fast. On a plane, I can move. So let me tell you this one, bro. What if what you're experiencing isn't actual hunger? What if what you're experiencing is addiction? Holy shit. You're right. Because you're training your brain, bro. Like your body. Wait. Hold on. But like my lifestyle, like I'm always like out and about. I'm never really home to cook. So like, you have to be home and cooking, bro. It's about being aware. Like maybe when you feel like, I'm gonna go to McDonald's or I'm gonna go to Taco Bell. Maybe it's not that you're hungry. Maybe your body's craving the poison, bro. What if the food is designed specifically to make you an addict? And that is a perfect example. Coca-Cola. Is Coke? Would you say it's sweet or is it salty? Sweet. Perfect. Guess how much sodium is in Coca-Cola? A lot. Why? Because it's addictive. Not only that, why? What does salt do? It makes you thirsty. It dehydrates you and makes you drink more. They purposely put a lot of salt, sodium in it for you to get thirsty to drink more, and then they put sugar to cover it up. I'll give you an example. Another one, Gatorade, right? We talk about electrolytes and it boosts you up. Do you know that when they're putting it into the actual plastic bottles, it's boiling hot? And what is boiling plastic, right? Boiling hot water or liquid and plastic do. It dissolves the plastic into microplastic into the drink. So you drink plastic. Microplastics. And there's petroleum-based ingredients in it as well, a lot of stuff. You know, it's a perfect example of like, okay, you know what? That's why we don't vape. We don't do any of that shit, bro. Okay. What was the last time, bro, that you were like, I feel hungry?
I really hope that the stuff that we've touched on tonight, that it kind of hits you in a certain way just to check yourself. And don't get it twisted. This is not easy. This is not easy at all. And hell, everybody knows I drink water all day, every day. And I've been becoming more versed with H3O2, meaning that we need to be getting our waters from our fruits. Well, they manipulated the fruit so much, it's hard to do that too, because you don't know where this shit is coming from. Mm-hmm. But with me making that statement to you, Dick Gregory said the number 1 and number 2 killers in America is dehydration and sleep deprivation. He was absolutely right. And I saw a video earlier that said, if you can do this right here to your finger and that skin stays up, you're dehydrated. Look at my fucking finger. I have been drinking water all day, but I'm pretty sure that if I went and got some damn watermelon and ate some cucumbers or whatever, my finger probably wouldn't be doing it.
He said, if you do what now? I had my.
If you do this to your finger and your finger the skin stays up, you're dehydrated. If you squeeze it and it stays up,
no, I drink water. I drink water all day too.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. But I know for me, that's going to be my challenge. That's going to be my challenge this summer, because I'm going to be on that golf course all summer, and I have to get my mind right to say to myself, I don't need to. Because mind you, I don't eat mayonnaise anymore because mayonnaise got soy in it. All of them do, unless you get that one that don't and everything like that. And I got to tell you, that damn chicken salad at that golf course is pumping. But I don't eat chicken. I don't eat chicken anymore. They got a fucking shrimp salad too. That's even better. But they make it the same way. And I would usually get a bagel with peanut butter at the turn. I'm pretty sure that unless they're getting the bagels freshly made, which they probably do, I'll find out. If they don't, I can't eat the bagels either. Nigga, I'm gonna be eating apples and fucking peanut butter.
Hey, but here's the thing with as far as with you not getting dehydrated, you got to get, instead of drinking a whole lot of water, you got to get something that got electrolytes in it that don't have all that sugar in it. Like I can send you some of the shit that they got some stuff that's on the market too. They don't have no sugar, none of that fructose and sucralose and stuff in there. But you got to get electrolytes, because you drink all that water, it ain't gonna do nothing but run out of you, have you damn pissing and shit. So you got to have something to replenish your electrolytes.
The crazy thing about what you said, which is sick, when it's hot as hell out there, I might drink 6 to 7 waters. I don't piss once. Like that is crazy the way my body is when it comes to that. If it's hot as hell and my body absorb that shit like my body don't. Robin, I'm with you with drinking coconut water, but the issue is if I'm not drinking it fresh from a coconut, I can't do it in them containers. That shit don't taste right to me. If I can't drink a fresh coconut, I can't do it. But I'm with you. I'm with you 1,000,000%. My girl been telling me the same thing. It's a particular brand that you can get, and I may end up doing it to taste it, but I don't know. I gotta see. Because at the very least, I may end up bringing my own water and probably putting some lime in it so I can make it alkaline. Yeah, but we wanted to have this for everybody out there, just to let you know to accept the truth. If you're a fan of the show, we already know y'all know what's up. But we all have family, friends, associates, and whoever else. And people are fucked up. Period. And they're not willing to admit it, which is fucking scary. Once again, the first part of saying you have a problem is admitting it. I'm so thankful that I stuck by my guns. I commend my man right there who stuck by his guns because he said boom, and then by him saying boom, it was. So it's a beautiful thing. But oh my God, yo, this ain't good. This ain't good.
You may need to get one of those copper sleeves. You know that shit, Brett Favre. You know, you need to get one of those.
I might have gave it to Danny. I may have given it to. I had one. I had one for my knee.
But I would say I would forego the heat. I would put ice on it first. I would try ice. You don't want to swell up with that heat.
I did the ice already.
Oh, okay.
Well, I did some frozen mixed vegetables. So
Ice and elevate, man. Ice and elevate. You know how to do it. You're a former athlete. Well, you still an athlete. But...
Nah, you said it right, former. I'm a former explosive athlete.
Nigga, you play golf. You're still an athlete.
But as usual, y'all. You know, we appreciate y'all coming on and listening and everything like that. We really wish that we had some of y'all come on and say something. We saw the comments, and we appreciate the love. But make sure you spread the word. The videos that we send, if any of y'all want them, feel free to hit us up. We will get them to you immediately because we got to do this shit like this. I'm telling y'all this straight up and down. The next person that I see that buys that Coffee Mate creamer, I'm going to show them that video. Matter of fact, remember, I'm going to be in the supermarket. I'm like, you mind if I show you something? And then more than likely after they're gonna want me to send it to them. But that video needs to go viral because businesses need to see that shit. Because it turns into why you got this shit in this goddamn break room. And then you got to ask yourself, if that's the ingredient in the powder, what the fuck they got in the liquid? I'm so glad I don't drink no motherfucking coffee.
Me either.
Good.
Never been a coffee drinker.
Fam, my great grandmother used to make it as a kid when I was a kid. When she got done with it, that shit tasted like sweet motherfucking shit was sweet as hell. Like it was like when you put milk in milk, it tasted like that and it was real light skin.
Yeah. Now, when I was a kid, yeah, I used to do that because my mom was a coffee drinker. Yeah, as a kid, but as a grown up, I ain't never touched that shit. And maybe that's why. That's maybe why we didn't, because we got that shit when we was a kid.
And when you find out how acidic coffee is, well, I put it like this: if you in Cuba, not Cuba, wherever the hell that shit is, where they got the damn coffee at, if you go there where it's ground up and made, but once that shit gets over here, man, you can't trust shit they got on the goddamn shelves. Not a goddamn thing, yo.
But before we go, we gotta leave on a light note. Y'all got to hear this shit. Y'all favorite girl.
I saw this shit the other day.
You did?
Experiencing record inflation, the worst in 30 years, way beyond expectations. OPEC didn't increase oil production. Can you tell us a little bit about how you would prevent the new spending in your Build Back Better agenda from exacerbating the problem? And also, what else are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up, and families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more. And we have to understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up. That's about having to stress and stretch limited resources. That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously, very seriously. And we know from the history of this issue in the United States that when you see these prices go up, it has a direct impact on the quality of life for all people in our country. So it's a big issue, and we take it seriously. But there is also a point that is important to make on the Build Back Better framework. One, it is designed to make it less expensive for working people to live. It was specifically designed to bring down the costs of childcare and increase accessibility and availability. Designed to bring down the cost of elder care and make it available to all those working families that need that support and need that help. And Build Back Better is not gonna cost anything. We're paying for it. So when we can get Build Back Better passed, and we are optimistic that we will, the American people will see costs actually reduced around some of the most essential services that they need to take care of their basic responsibilities, including issues like childcare and elder care, and also preschool. And that's an important point to mention also. And in fact, I had some conversations here in France, including with the Minister of Education in France, about the, again, global impact of the pandemic on childcare, but also on education, and in particular for our youngest children. Universal pre-K, when we're able to do that, 3 and 4 years old, getting education at no cost, what that is going to do in terms of not only supporting working families who otherwise can't afford to put their kids in a private situation and otherwise don't have it available, that's going to have a huge impact on lowering the cost for families. So that is a big part of our agenda, and I think it's important to also stress that it's not going to cost anything for the American taxpayer.
Robin, don't hurt your brain. Don't hurt your brain trying to decipher that bullshit.
I got 2 things to say to that. The fact that a lot of y'all out there voted for that, like voted specifically for Slow Biden because she was on the ticket. When we talked about her monkey ass too, about how stupid she was and how she wasn't for our people. And number 2, I would rather have Sarah Palin. I can't believe I'm saying this shit. I would rather have Sarah Palin in office than that shit right there. And I said that. I said it very clearly. That shit right there. If I ever see Kamala Harris in person, I'm going. Matter of fact, I'm going to just ask her, where is what was his name? What was homeboy name? That had
Willie Brown.
Huh?
Oh, that what?
But not Montel Jordan. What was his name?
Yeah, Montel Williams.
Montel Williams. I'm like, yo, where Montel at? Why you need to go back with him, yo? You need to get back with him. I just can't believe it.
I mean, every time she's asked the question, that's what you get. That's what you get. It's like, what?
The only thing that was missing was that cackling ass laugh. With that one right there. That's the only thing that was missing from that particular response.
All right. Well, I just wanted us to leave on a lighter note.
God, I wish my grandmother was alive. Damn, I wish she was alive. She would be cussing her the fuck out through TV. Jesus, she's dumb. Like I said, I saw that shit the other day, and I was like,
bro, I had to save that shit. I said, I got to say this.
But where is the journalist, the real journalist that checked that shit? Like, check her. Check her.
Yeah, you got some, because the one that be checking the press secretary, they be on her ass. They be on her ass. Peter Ducey, he be on her ass.
Somebody need to say something about them badass wigs she be wearing. Looking like homeboy from The Simpsons. But yo, we love all of y'all. Like, seriously, we appreciate the support. We appreciate the love. Make sure you support Jermaine's clothing line. Without question, just get something and spread the word about it. We don't promote anything on here that we don't rock with ourselves. I The only soap that I use is Urban Eden, which is local, and they right here in Douglasville. You can look them up. Herb, the letter N, and Eden. It's the only soap I've been using now for probably like 6 years. So we're going to support our own, and that's the move, yo.
Yep. Appreciate y'all.
You see what Robin just said?
Oh,
yeah. Make sure you hit her up on Facebook and let her know what let her know, like just send her the site.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all, and we will most definitely be seeing y'all. Well, as long as nothing happens, we'll see y'all next week.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you.